Hi everyone, welcome back to Raptor's Garage OG and the second part of Beryl's storage box. In the last episode we left the storage box sort of 3/4 built. Now there's been a few more changes since the last episode what I've thought up, because it's an ongoing process building one of these. So I need to put another piece of the aluminium angle in and 2 more pieces on the back of the door. Let me show you what I mean. This is the first extra piece I've got to put in. There's going to be a piece there. Because I've got this 90-degree angle gasket, I can go all the way around that door and I can go all the way around up to there. So this bit isn't sealed and I want to make this reasonably watertight, so I've just got to weld that piece in. So it'll be tack weld and just weld up the ends, because it is only to hold the gaskets. So we've got to put that piece in. And we've got to do a little bit more modification to the door. The door has got a little bit of pop canning going on, so it's a bit bowed in the middle. So I'm going to weld these on the back of the door. So just 2 of them, in pretty much in line, or yeah, pretty much in the middle of each compartment, so that it doesn't interfere with space when we're putting stuff in. But can you see the bow under there? So if we get these in, tack each end, press them down, and literally these are just going to be tacked as well. So if we put one there, so just tack those on, and that'll take the pop canning out of the door. Plus I've now got the locks to put in as well. Oh, and I've put the hinges on, as you can see by the drill holes. That's how I know the door was pop canning. So these are my door locks. Like I said before, they're compression locks. They're exactly the same as what I use on the other canopy. So that one's actually locked. But they're easy to put in. These are. They loop nice. They pull the door up nice and tight because they're adjustable. So and I've actually got the template. I've still got the template from when I put them on the canopies. These work well. I like these. They do pull everything up nice and tight because you can adjust the spacing. My other ones I've had to adapt them to make them fit the canopies, but they still work exactly the same. So we've got all the components to finish this. So I'll get these bits welded on. I'll show you how to put the door locks in, and we'll get this painted. So that can stand overnight, and then tomorrow we can fit it. Oh guys, it's been a few hours actually. Been having problems with my welder again, but I got there in the end. I don't know what's going on with my welder. It's really playing up, but I've just test fitted the door. It's now not so pop canny, as you can tell. I've put one catch in just so I could make sure I got the right template, but there's the inside with all the gaskets on. I managed to drill through the gasket when I was putting the lock on. I forgot that the gasket was on underneath, and I managed to catch it with the drill. Well, bit of super glue, it's fixed it. But yeah, there you go. And the reinforcing bits are on the back of the door. I think you can see them. Come around that way, there you go. You should be able to see them. Not the prettiest welding, but for what it's going to be, it'll be fine. Hello Teddy. But yeah, right, I'll show you how to fit these pressure catches, because they really do work well. When I was building the canopy for the other trucks, I made a template for these locks, piece of scrap aluminium, and just sat and filed it out, which is great. It just fits. Put it up to wherever you're going, because that's all I've done on that side, is put it on there. I know where the lock's going, it's going there. Literally it's just a case of just stenciling around the inside, then using a jigsaw and a drill. And then there's a bit of hand filing to make sure it fits properly. This is a tiny bit undersized for obvious reasons. Then you can just hand file it, because that one wasn't quite square when I cut it. So because this is undersized, I can just file a little bit more off the other side and square it up. Actually, I don't think that's even square, so that's how much undersized it is. But it just gives me a rough idea of where they're going. But yeah, so that's going to go in there. So drill there, drill there, drill there, drill there, and then whip it out with the jigsaw. And like I say, a bit of hand filing. And that's how hard these are to fit, but they're great catches for this sort of thing. Just put a block of wood under that. Just put a block of wood under that, guys, this time, so I don't drill through the gasket again. Nope. It's a good job of painting it. This drill bit has been sharpened really badly. There we go. Actually, that doesn't need a lot of filing, that's not going to be far off. Just open that up a little bit. Perfect. That'll sit nicely in there and it looks level. Hey! Job done. Dead easy to fit these are, guys. And once we've got it on square, there is a gasket to go on this as well, guys. But they've got to come off again in a min for paint, so I'm not going to put the gasket on. Somewhere I've got my gun. And that one's locked. Just unlock it. These bolts aren't long enough for the recess. So change them out for a longer bolt. There you go. One locking door. So that's how the catches go on. Right, I'm going to dismantle this now, guys, and get it ready for paint. So that's great. Got the handles in. They fit perfectly now. So I've jumped ahead a little bit. I've got everything sanded and masked so that you don't, you all know how to sand. So you don't need to see me actually spending 2 hours sanding these panels, because checker plate is a pain to sand. Trying to get in between all the little bits, what a pain. So we're going to Raptor this. So the Raptor comes in a kit. All automotive paints comes in kits. So you get in the kit, you get this is a litre kit. So you get a litre of Raptor. Some instructions. And enough activator for this one kit. So you just basically put that bottle into this kit. And that's it. That's all you get in a Raptor kit. That's all you need to do the job. So we'll put that away. Let's move that out to show. I'm going to be using that. I've got a spare bottle lying around and I've got some activator, so I'm going to give that a good shake. But for priming, you can get the 2K Raptor primer already in an aerosol, which is great. You get a lot in one of these. This can, you can't believe how heavy it is, how dense the paint feels. And it's great, everything you need in there. You take the top off, you puncture the bottom, it puts your activator in, and it's a 2K primer. Now this is a high build anti-corrosion epoxy primer. Great for steel. And it'd work on aluminium, no problem at all. But I've got 2K etch primer that I can mix up, and I'm going to etch prime this. So I'm basically doing an acid etch on it and use an etch primer rather than using an aerosol. I've got loads of it, and I can save that for another job. I'm doing the bumpers on my truck, so I'll save that for my bumpers. So the next job, like I say, I've cleaned and sanded all these. Next job, mix up some primer, shoot some paint. I was just putting the kit away because, like I said, I'm not using this one. And I was just reading the side of the box. Now, this primer I've got is the epoxy, which is the anti-corrosion epoxy. Great for steel. But they do an etch prime in an aerosol. There's an etch prime and an adhesion promoter primer, which I guess you'd use on plastic. I haven't got my glasses on, guys, so I'm struggling to see this. Promotes adhesion to, yeah, adhesion to plastic. So you've got the adhesion promoter and acid etch primer, and you can get them in the aerosol. So if you are doing aluminium, you can get the right primer for it in the aerosol, which is great. Saves, I mean, the primer I've got is a 2-litre kit, so I don't need 2 litres. So an aerosol would be great for doing this, and there's plenty in one of these. It'd fly this. So there you go, you can get the right primer. So nothing else for it, guys. I'm just going to put some primer on these. This gun's still blocked. Yeah, we'll stick another coat on in a minute. That's everything's had 2 coats of etch prime. Looks so much better. There is no high build quality on that etch prime. So that's why I took a little bit more time with my sanding. I really do like that colour, actually. It's like a real pale OD green. But we're going straight over that with the Raptor. Just going to let it flash off a bit more. I've just washed my gun out, so it's had time to go off, but it won't take long to do that with the Raptor now. I'll mix up a litre of that and we'll get it on. And that can stand for a few hours and we should be able to fit it on the truck today. So like I was saying earlier, I got one of these left over out of a 4 litre kit, so I'm not going to break into one of the 1 litre ones. I've already started to give this a good shake. Welcome to my bench of nasty chemicals. There's so yeah, that's already pretty well shaken up. Shaken up? I don't know. I'm just a sprayer. And I should have just enough hardener left. I say hardener, it's actually activator, but you can call it hardener. There should be 750ml in one of these, if I remember. 711ml, so you need, what's that, 289ml of activator. Yeah, there's plenty in there. So we just top that straight up. Really, you can pretty much work out that if you fill it up to there, there's a ridge on the bottle. That's pretty much a litre. If you put a bit too much hardener in, if you got a 1 litre kit, they already give you the exact amount. So actually, does it say on the little bottle how much is in one? Yes, it does. 237 millilitres of activator. So oh, I haven't got a clean mixing cup. Let me clean this mixing cup out because I'm running out of cups. There you go, I'm just giving that a wipe out. Just had a bit of primer in it. So this is actually really old activator, and I don't know how many chunks there are going to be in it. Oh, it's a bit thick. Well, there's 100ml of activator left in there, so we haven't got enough. We'll go and rob a rubber bottle out of one of those kits, eh? Let's put that back in there. This one's been open for, actually it's probably been sitting around for a couple of years. I think the best place for that is in the bin. I know what we'll do, we'll just use one of these kits and we'll keep this one spare. I can always chuck a different type of activator in it, it'll still work. You know what they should do with these? Give you a sticker. I love stickers. And so does everyone else. Raptor, give everyone a sticker with the bottle, with the kits. Ooh, we have every language. Every language but the one I want. I am just looking to see what the spray pressure is, I can't remember. It's a 3:1 mixing ratio, so I shall remember that for future reference. It must give a pressure in here. It's terrible to read this in these lights. It's reflecting on the paper. It does actually tell you it's 237ml of hardener. Shake for 2 minutes. Spray pressure, there we go. Application, 40 to 60 psi. So we'll go for middle. We'll go for about 50. I'm using the variable Raptor gun as well, but I don't have a gauge on it and I'm not rubbing a gauge off one of my other guns, so we'll sort of guess and see how it's spraying. We're going for all the science this morning. Like I said, tip that in there, shake it for 2 minutes. I'll get this done and we'll go back to start painting. Right, I'm about to shoot this paint. I've got this set on super fine. So this is going to be, it's almost just going to look black. The texture is going to be really fine, guys. So I'm going to start on this bit, and I don't know how well you can see because I've had to set the camera well back because of the overspray. We'll just let that shut up. If we don't wait for it to stop, it will just carry on running because it'll never catch up with the gun. That's the texture I'm after. Yeah, 2 coats of that, that'll be fine. Super fine coat on that, guys. I'm going to leave that for 10 minutes, shoot another coat on it. Just put these out into the sun, guys, just to let them dry. Save me putting the heat lamps on. Might as well use the free energy of the sun. That's come out mint. That's just the finish I wanted, not too coarse. Matches in with my wheel arches, which are Raptors as well. They're probably red hot by now. Oh yeah, I'm going to put them in the cool now, let them cool down, and we'll get them fitted. Okay, I've actually progressed a little bit further than I was anticipating. I should have started recording sooner, but we've got as far as drilling 4 holes. So I've got 1 hole here, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and we've measured that from the inside. We've taken the panel off. This is why when I built the truck I made everything so it was removable. So if we come across doing something like this, we could just take the interior out and get to the panel, the skins, the wiring, whatever we need to get to. So now I've got the 4 holes. I've made up this little trestle. There's a cloth on the top of it to protect the new paint, but this is level to the truck now. So we are going to offer the new, hang on. Oh, that's good. We're going to offer the cabinet up and just mark it from the inside. Karen's going to hold it in place. I'll just touch it with the drill. Then we drill through, put some mastic on, bolt it on. It's that simple, because each one of these bolts is going through a reinforcing piece. So we don't need to make any spreaders or plates or anything. We can just bolt it straight on. So yeah, let me just show you what this looks like, as long as I don't knock my beer over. So that's going to be our external locker. And you can put a beer in it. If we fill it for that, we can just have a, oh, we could have a bar. Yeah, so there you go, guys. Like I said, the door's going to open out this way. I'm going to have to put a check strap on the door. I'm still debating whether to put a check strap or a gas strut. It's probably going to be a check strap because it's easier. Gas struts can be a bit fiddly. But yeah, we're going to mark that now and drill some holes in it. So that's marked now, guys. Just had a little bit of what's it that I didn't think about. We marked it up, we've got the trestle level, and we've measured it from the top of the truck. So when you look at it from, hey Teddy, from the top of the truck to the top of the box is going to be the same distance. Every time I got into the back of the truck to actually mark the holes, the truck would drop 1/4 of an inch because of the travel in the suspension. I hadn't thought about that, so I've had to reach in and do it at arm's length without moving the suspension. But yeah, I've got all my holes. I'm going to drill them now, and we can put this on permanently. That's it. It's been a long week building this. Right, bob some holes in it. God, that's bad. Done. Wow, me and Karen have been busy. We've got that on. And not only did we get it on, we've got the door on as well. Let's do the walk around, guys. I've got slightly too long a lens on the camera, so I'm having to back up a bit. There you go. One side locker. Whoa, I'll trip over my drill. There you go. Like I said earlier, I'm going to have to put a check strap on it of some description. I'll probably go from here to somewhere. I'll work that out later. I'll see what I've got lying around in the workshop. But there you go, it's done. Wow, all I could do, run a band of sealant down each side across the top, leaving the bottom open. Like I said when I did the other side, any water gets in, it can run out from behind. So just go up and over, do the 3 sides, don't worry about the bottom. But yeah, that's cool. That's going to give us loads more storage once I put that lock on straight, because that's going to annoy me because I haven't put it on straight. Let me just loosen that up and straighten it. That's better. Oh, God, it's boiling here, guys, today. Oh, it's over 20 odd degrees, but I'm glad to get that done because we're going to the Northwest 4x4 off-road group meet next week, and that'll give us somewhere to put some more equipment on the truck. Well, there you go, we've come to the end of the video. Raptor painted and fitted in a day. That's awesome. So, and if you've enjoyed it, guys, Make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.